Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a sunny day. Can you believe it, eh? And it looks like we're going to get a sunny day tomorrow, I know. Wonders will never cease. So today you're going to be reviewing this fella. Lagunitas Maximus, a double IPA. 8.2%, 355ml. Obviously brewed by the Lagunitas company. The writing on the back is ridiculously small and unreadable. I mean, I've got good eyesight, but I can't read that rubbish. Oh, so let's see what it's like. At least it's not a gusher, because we don't like them ones, and they spill all over you and all over the floor. So, oh, that's better. In this light, it looks like an amber pour with a white head, and it's shown up on the camera like that, so we'll go with that. On the nose, ooh, it's quite nice. There's a floral element to it. Yeah, a lovely floral aroma. There's notes of citrus there, but definitely floral. Mm. And that translates to the taste as well. Quite a nice, gentle citrus and floral taste to it. And it's 8.2% as well. It doesn't. The taste doesn't tell me that it is straight away. Probably won't want to get halfway down. Oh. So you know when the weather's great, when you come home and you think, God, I need to do my own garden there. So garden's looking. 2 hours later, garden looks a lot better. I feel better because of it. And it's that time of the year when you start cutting everything down again. You know, all your plants. Me being the gardener I am, I have got shed loads of stuff to do in the next few weeks on the build up to winter. Hot tub's already away, put the gazebos down, cover the rattan furniture up, and all the fun elements for the for the winter months. I suppose we can't complain. It has been pretty decent this year on the whole. Yeah, not as good as last year. Last year was something unbelievable. Although that 38, when it was 38 degrees that day, that was too much, you know. We don't want that crappy weather in England, you know. It's alright when you're not working in it, but when you're working in it, oh dear, no good. Oh. So yeah, it's got a good taste to it. The 8.2% is not showing at all at the moment. You know, it's nice floral. It's a pleasant double IPA. You know, it's not one of them that you drink and you like, oh, you know, you shudder because it's just too strong or too hoppy, too citrusy, whatever. Not bad at all. Now here's the worrying thing. This does not taste like an 8.2%er. This tastes like a 5%er. Yeah, imagine someone getting you 2 or 3 of these, you're not realising, and then it hits you, you know, an hour or so later, and then you know you're on your back. Yeah. I mean, I had a glass of my cherry beer homebrew. I found a 2 litre bottle. Got a bottle out the back here of all my home brews, and yeah, there's a 2 litre bottle. I thought, oh, I'll have a quick swig just to take the stress away for a bit, and opened it up, smelt the bottle, and I thought, that's cherry. I thought, yes, that's a win. I thought I drank it all, so you know, to get 4 pints, what 4 bottles worth, yeah, that is a win. I shall be sampling 1 or 2 of them tonight, as you do. I've seen these adverts where it says go sober for October, and then someone replied, well, fuck that, I'll go gay for May, or something along them lines anyway. But yeah, if everyone went sober for October, there'd be a lot of pubs going out of business. There's a lot of pubs going out of business now. You know, a lot of people go into the wall. Although I think Britain's pub model needs to change. You know, I think the old-fashioned pubs are basically are all going to the wall. You know, you've either got pubs which are in the centre of town, which are big for students. Those pubs seemingly do well. Pubs with great food do well. You know, somewhere that's got great food will always do well because you've got the food element, drags people there. Food pubs connected to hotels where they're going in for the breakfast or they're going in for the evening meals. You know, those sort of pubs tend to, you know, they stay. And for me these days, the micro pubs or pubs with lots of craft beers tend to do extremely well. But your traditional pubs, your pubs in the middle of an estate, there's hardly any of them there. I mean, where I live, we used to have one, the Five Ways pub. That's now a mosque, which I don't agree with. But Five Ways is a mosque. The Ox Close, which was another pub, that's now a Chinese buffet. Not the greatest buffet either. The Nell Grin, which was up the road, that's just now flats. The White Hart is a Lidl. The Green Barrel is flats, you know, as well. Deerstalker, that is now a shop. King Charles II, another estate pub, that's now houses. There's only one of the pubs, what you call estate pubs, that's still open, you know. And a lot of them have closed because obviously the elements of the people that went in them, you know, trouble causers and gangsters and all that, you know, people. But a lot of them have disappeared, and you know, for villagers especially. I mean, a lot of people now, like myself, they'll turn rooms in their garden, or they'll make garages into, you know, rooms for drinking in. They make their own bars, you know. People now socialise at home more than they go out these days because obviously, you know, you go to pubs, people don't want to be paying 4 or 5 quid a pint, you know, especially for the same pint day in, day out, you know. Some of these pubs where it's the same stuff every day, it's just not interesting. You think, oh, I'm not, you know, what's the point of going there? And so them sort of pubs are dying at a rate of knots. I mean, for me, you've got to have new beers every week. You know, if you're a brewery, I've guest beers in, you know, 2 or 3 a week, different guest beers. You will revitalise your trade, you know, in my opinion anyway. But also, pubs that have a good selection of craft beers behind the bar, even if it's in bottle form. Because you go out for a pint, I go out for a pint, I'm looking at the beers and I'm thinking, oh God, I don't want to drink any of that rubbish. I don't want to drink John Smith's, Foster's, Stella, Carling. You know, I can drink that any day of the week. I want to drink something that I've never drank before, something new. Which is why, you know, when I go, I'll go around all the supermarkets looking for new beers. And, you know, you want newbies. That's what I'm looking for. So when I go to a pub, I want something new that I've never had before. You know, I don't want to be drinking the same crap every time, unless it's something exceptional. So if you've got, I don't know, X amount of beers on draft, but then you've also got a good selection of craft beers that are either chilled, if they need to be chilled, or even on the counter, you know. So yeah, I'll have a bottle of that. Even if you're paying you don't mind paying 4 quid for a bottle, because you know, if it's 3 or 4 quid a pint anyway, you don't mind paying that price. And that's where, you know, if I was going to run my own pub, that's where I'd be thinking, you know. And that's why micro pubs are gaining so much, because they'll have anything up from 15 to 20 different beers in there. And these are craft beers, you know, not your standard muck. And it's enticing that the craft beer generation in. And the craft beer generation spans the ages. Anybody from 18 up to bloody 80 is in the craft beer generation. I mean, the traditional beer generation is usually probably 60 above now, you know. Oh well, that's my thoughts on it, you know. And I personally think that breweries need to help other breweries to stay alive these days. You know, there's a lot of good small breweries that could help the larger breweries, and it's all about cooperation. You know, cooperation can help everybody survive. Or otherwise, we'll all be brewing our own beer and not be going. None of us will be going to pubs. And a week on Friday, it's the Robin Hood Beer Festival. Looking forward to that. At some stage this week, I'll probably do some videos about the Robin Hood Beer Festival and some of the interesting beers that are coming out. I'll do about 5 or 6 videos, you know, not too long, discussing, you know, the best 30 or 40 beers from each area, what to look out for and that. And I should be down there myself on the Friday. I'm not sure what time, because I'm meeting up with an ex-work mate, Simon. And hopefully we'll meet some other people down there and have a good laugh. I need a good laugh. It's been a while since I've actually had a good laugh. Although I am enjoying work this week better than I have done, and my stress levels seem to be coming down. Anxiety, you know, it's an evil, evil thing. Anxiety and stress, depression, you know, mental health, you know, it's so evil to people who suffer with it. If you don't suffer from it, bloody hell, you know, you're so lucky in life. And I can understand, although I would never take my own life, but I can understand people who get to the end of the line, you know, I really can. And it's you know, it's, I've had moments this year when, you know, anxiety makes you hate a good job. Now I was in a good job, some issues with people above me, but it was a good job on there. I had a good workmate and some good friends in that job. And like anything, no job these days is perfect. Yeah, otherwise we'd all be doing, I mean, for me, the perfect job for me is working in a microbrewery, you know, these days. Instead of even doing I love gardening, but I love the idea of doing brewing, you know, working in a brewery, learning, you know, it's very interesting. And if I was to win the lottery, woof, I'd set my own little brewery up, you know, or even a distillery, you know, because distilling your own gins, whiskies, you know, I mean, gins are bloody massive these days. But anyway, back to the beer in question. Jesus Christ. So, it still isn't coming through as an 8.2%. I cannot believe it. I'm drinking it and it comes through as a 5%er. So do watch out if you manage to get a hold of this beer. I did not manage to get hold of the 11% beer that Morrisons was selling. Absolutely gutted. Because obviously it's only £3. You know, if you went to the brewery, it'd be something like 5 or 6 quid. You know, Morrisons can, you know, knock the price down. This was probably 2 or 3 quid a bottle, you know, when I bought this. But it's a lovely beer. So, amber pour, whitehead, floral and citrus notes on the aroma, on the taste. The strength starting to hit me now, so it may be that it's one of them that hits you, you know, 20 or 30 minutes after you drink it, you know. I'm starting to feel it, to be honest. A very, very nice beer. Not quite a top 10 beer for me, but close. Certainly, it's the sort of beer that would get in the top 10 for me because of the strength. I fucking fly. But taste-wise, exceptional taste. Lovely on the aroma, and the alcohol content doesn't hit you until later. You're not going to feel it straight away. Ooh, that's gorgeous. You know, if I was going to get a crate of that, yeah, I would, definitely. Out of 5 then, we'll give it 4.6 out of 5. Just on the verge of the top 10. It is an exceptional beer. Right, that's enough for me rattling on. I do apologise if, you know, my views, I've got my own views on life and that. And trying to be positive. Thanks for watching. See you soon.